Have you ever heard of simile, metaphor, onomatopoeia, personification, hyperbole, alliteration, sibilance, or imagery? If yes, so do you know how to use all these things in English writing? Or if no, so this video is a must watch for you. Because in today's video, I'll be sharing with you some figurative language devices, or you can say literary devices that you can use yourself or can teach your students as well to write creatively and to keep your readers hooked. So if this is something that interests you, be with me to the end of the video. And if you're new to my channel, let me tell you that this channel is for you if you're interested in English phonics, spelling rules, English grammar, English creative writing, and above all, how to teach all this stuff in multi-sensory ways to your little ones. So please consider subscribing to the channel now, turn on the bell notifications, and without any further ado, let's dive in. So, our first topic is simile. What are similes? So, a simile is nothing but a comparison between two things using the words like and as. We can easily introduce similes to our first graders and they are very simple to use as well. For example, as busy as a bee. You can use this simile for a person who is always busy. And why we are comparing a busy person with a bee? Because bees are always busy in collecting the nectar. So you can use this simile for a person who is always busy. Second simile, as brave as a lion. Now we all know that lion is considered to be the bravest of all animals, so you can resemble a person who is brave to a lion. Next is as clever as fox. This is again a very common simile. If someone is clever, you simply say he is as clever as fox. It means he's very clever. Another one is as slippery as a snake. And I hope that you can understand what does it mean, right? Similes are very simple and easy to use, but if you use them, they will give an edge to your writing or your kids or students' writing. Now, our second device is metaphor. What are metaphors? A metaphor compares two things, same like simile, it compares two things by saying one thing is quite literally another. Here we do not use the words as or like. In simile, we use the word as or like, but in metaphor, we do the comparison, but we don't say he is as brave as a lion. Rather, we say he is a lion. So let's see some examples. The first one is he has a heart of stone. It means that he is cruel. He is stone hearted. No feelings, right? She is a walking dictionary. We are not saying that she is so knowledgeable. She is a walking dictionary because she knows everything. Her heart is made of gold. Now, it's not literally possible, but it means that she has a beautiful heart, right? Next is I'm feeling blue. We can't be blue, but if you are sad, you can say, or you are sick, you can say, I'm feeling blue. He is a shining star. Now he can't be a shining star, but if somebody says that he is a shining star, it means that he is brilliant or he is extraordinary. So this is how metaphors work. Our next device is onomatopoeia. Now, what are onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia are words that sound like their meaning or mimic sound. Onomatopoeia can be the sounds of animals or sound of any motion like the bell ring or the telephone bell or the sound of a splash, crash or the sound of your footsteps, right? So if you're mimicking any sound in words, for example, if you are mimicking any sound like the sound of doorbell, ding dong, right? So this is not a proper word, but it represents a sound. We are mimicking the sound of the doorbell. So this is onomatopoeia, right? Moo, meow, neigh, bleat, roar, these all are sounds of animals. If you just write these words, you can hear in your brain the sounds of those animals. So if you are describing any settings in narratives, onomatopoeia really helps you. So do use them. Let's check out some examples. Bang! She slammed the door and left. My teeth chattered in the snow. The firewood hissed and cackled. You hear the sound? This is onomatopoeia. Snap! I stepped on a twig. Like this. And then we have personification. Personification gives human characteristics to inanimate objects, animals, or ideas. So, what does it mean by personification? In simple words, for example, if you want to describe a stormy night and you say the clouds were groaning, so clouds cannot groan. Groan is something that belongs to a human. Human groan and animals can also groan. But by using this word, you want to give a feel to your reader that it was a bad weather, the clouds were striking with each other as if they are angry or groaning, right? So this is how personification works, and we can see some other examples too. The leaves danced in the wind. The trees whispered in the wind. Now we all know that neither trees whisper nor leaves dance, but we are using personification just to keep our reader interested in our writing. The lonely lighthouse is just a phrase. You can make a sentence with this. The lonely lighthouse. The moon was resting in the midnight sky. Moon is a non-living thing and resting is something that humans do. So if we are using any human characteristic with a non-living or inanimate object, it is called personification. Hope you have got it. Hyperbole. Now what is it? Hyperbole is an outrageous exaggeration that emphasizes a point and can be ridiculous or funny. In simple word, if you are just exaggerating a lot about something and it could be ridiculous or funny. We will see some examples and we'll get it very well inshallah. She is so crazy, she tried to eat her blackberry. Now we all know that BlackBerry is a mobile name, so we are just exaggerating that she's so crazy that she tried to eat her BlackBerry. That is just not possible because it's a phone, not actual berries, right? Next one is her smile was a mile wide. It's not possible, exaggeration, but we can use this. He ran faster than lightning. Once again, exaggeration. Nobody can run faster than lightning, but we can use it to show our reader that he was so fast. Next is, I ate 5 million cupcakes that day. Again, something that's not possible, it's an exaggeration, but we can use this figurative language device to tell that either the cakes were so delicious or you were so hungry. That's why you ate 5 million cupcakes that day. Next is, this assignment is going to take years. Again, an exaggeration, and usually we as a student feel these things. So you can use this as well in your writing. Next is alliterations. What are alliterations? It is a repetition of the first consonant. Remember, the first consonant sound in several words. In simple word, that if you have got a sentence and in the sentence every word or most of the words are beginning with the same consonant sound. For example, s or k, 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 k or j, 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 j. We are talking about sounds, right? We are not talking about letters. So if the sound of the first consonant is same, we call it an alliteration. Many tongue twisters are the examples of alliteration. But remember, all alliterations are not tongue twisters. I'll just show you some examples and you will get them. The first one is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now, this is an alliteration because the sound of consonant P, that is p, 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 has been repeated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in this sentence. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now, this is an alliteration and it is also a tongue twister. But you will find some alliterations in the coming examples that are not tongue twisters. So keep watching. I have heard how hedgehogs hog the hedge. We have the sound repetition here. Brian bought black brollies. Now, this is a simple sentence, but we have alliteration here. Brian bought black brollies. The terrible tiger tore the towel. T, t, t. We have the t consonant repetition here. Now we have another one. Betty bought butter, but the butter was bitter. B, 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 b. We have continuous use of the sound b. Now, why should we use alliterations in our writing and why should we teach this to our kids? So, the answer is with you. Don't you find these sentences interesting? When you are repeating the sound, you have got a flow, you have got some interesting thing that, oh, the sound is repeating, and you literally enjoy sentences like these. So, if you are enjoying, your reader will also enjoy this. And this is our main target, to keep our reader engaged. So, use alliterations. Now, sibilance, he is the friend of alliteration, or you can say cousin. Because in sibilance, we have the repetition of the s or sh sound in several words. In alliteration, we can have any consonant sound, but in sibilance, we have the repetition of only s or sh sound. These are the hissing sounds, right? For example, she sails seashells by the seashore. Here you can see that we have sh and s repetition. She sails seashells by the seashore. So this is called sibilance. Alliteration with the s or sh sound is called sibilance. Steve saved 7 seagulls again and again. Sheep should shower in a shed. Sheep should shower in a shed. Another one is the sea snake slithered on the sand. The sea snake slithered on the sand. The last one is sadly Sam sold 7 venomous serpents to Sally in San Francisco. And now we have the next device that is called imagery. What happens in imagery? How to use it? Imagery is a type of description that appeals to one or all of the 5 senses. It is something just like show don't tell with the use of senses. In descriptive writing, we use imagery a lot because we need to create a picture of our place or whatever we are experiences as an author in the minds of our readers. So let's see some examples to understand it better. The first example is related to the sense of hearing, okay, auditory sense. So, what's the sentence? The concert was so loud. Now, we are telling our reader that the concert was so loud. But how loud? That her ears rang for days afterwards, right? So, with this part, our reader can understand that it was too loud. And this is how we use imagery. Second is sense of sight, how we can draw a picture in our reader's mind. The sunset was the most gorgeous they had ever seen. The clouds were edged with pink and gold. The clouds were edged with pink and gold. So, this is the part where imagery is involved, and we are giving some clues to our readers that how beautiful it was and why it was so beautiful. Next is sense of smell, or we can say it olfactory sense. The sweet smell of freshly baked cake filled the air. Next is sense of touch or tactile sense. The cake had a soft crust with lots of whipped cream. Now, this word soft is related to our tactile sense, and we are giving our reader the sense that the cake was so fresh, fluffy, soft, and maybe scrumptious as well. And with this, we are at the end of our video. Hope you have got something useful from it. If yes, so please hit the like button. If haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon with something new. Take care. Bye for now. And don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.